about your favorite ice cream? What's your favorite ice cream?
Anything by Tillamook. Oh, so good.
Yeah, but I mean flavor.
I guess Fireside S'mores, maybe?
Dang, I like butter pecan.
Oh.
Spicy.
Or even French vanilla. Like, I sometimes I just like to go real simple.
I think it is incredibly interesting that you mentioned that, because while obviously vanilla and chocolate are the top two flavors, the third is butter pecan. I've never tried it before.
So
Oh,
good.
it's delicious. It's smooth. It's yummy. It makes me happy. You can feel it in your cheeks, like happiness. Like,
I'm like, how is
It might be brain freeze. I don't know.
They're the most popular flavor, and I've never even heard of it before.
Dude, you should just stop the show right now, make a grocery store run, and tell us what you think.
Last, before we actually get started with the show, what would you ever do if you were attacked by a swarm of killer bees?
I'm gonna say I'd probably die.
Yeah. I think I would pull out my phone. I pull out my phone and start seeing if I could get my will going.
My girl, did you not see what happened to my That's
Well,
me.
I will tell you, whatever you do, don't act like a flower.
Wow.
Don't ask, what's that buzzing sound? Don't put your wife in front of you and yell, take her!
No.
And for a while at least, don't use the phrase, sons of bees. I went to like a haunted forest on Halloween and on a date, and I actually had a girl throw me in front of the scary chainsaw guy. And, he's a man, take him.
Love.
Yeah, I did not end up marrying her. All right. Now, Anna, I know you're running for tribal council of our tribe, the Puyallup tribe of Indians.
Yes.
So I'm sure that you're aware, more than me or Brandon, of some of the trials and challenges facing natives all across our nation today. Because, we didn't grow up on or even near a reservation.
Unfortunately.
So my pressing problems are more like trying to figure out how to deal with having one dipping sauce for 20 chicken nuggets. Seriously, people, you can't throw in an extra sauce. I've got to ration my dipping like it's World War II or something like that. This is my big problem. But I'm thinking natives on some reservations have it slightly more difficult than that.
Oh, yeah, maybe a smidge.
So what are some of the problems that they're facing? Because I'm trying to connect with our tribe and Native country in general. So I'm consistently trying to learn more. So
I have to say, each tribe, has their own set of issues and things that their struggles that they've been going through, and it really depends on their location. If you're living in a city or you're not, each place has their own set. But I'd say like the biggest struggle that on top of like kind of getting away from their culture or our culture is the I'd say drugs and alcohol are really consuming, and each place, that's something that I think we all struggle with on each one of our reservations, is because you have a family who has like a long history of it, and it's just continuing. It's like breaking the cycle, and then the level of drugs and that are coming around. It's mind-boggling what is even happening up here. I thought that alcohol was like the biggest thing that we had to worry about in our area when I was growing up, but then it turned into the pill epidemic. It's prescription drugs. Like, it's really crazy. And then I thought that was the worst we could possibly get as a tribe, but now people are turning to heroin, and it's cheaper than the pharmaceutical drugs that are being pushed on the street. So when I started to understand that that's becoming a bigger thing for people in my lifetime, I never thought we were going to see this. So on top of that, there's federal funds that are given to each tribe, and some are different than others, and medical is a really big issue for all tribes. Some are
healthcare, like healthcare, medical type
yeah,
stuff.
healthcare is a very big issue. Luckily for me, I work through, our Emerald Queen Casino, and we have an amazing healthcare package on top of what, our IHS is. So, when you come to RHS, you're supposed to fill out, for, Obamacare, and with, the current presidency, some of those changes are coming in. So how are all these bills going to be paid? And, I think it's back to Notorious B.I.G., more money, more problems around here. So, I think in each area, there's like casinos and all these different types of income that a lot of tribes aren't familiar with. Puyallup tribe did not grow up a rich tribe. In the land, we did grow up rich. But, as time has gone, we've become, so successful in some areas that we weren't prepared for this money. And that's another thing that's like really plaguing our area is the amount of money that we're coming into contact with and not being, adequately prepared for that kind of money. And nobody's teaching us how to, the right way to spend that.
So first you struggle with not having money, then you struggle with having money.
Yes.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm struggling with my commute to work is so short. By the time I get to work, my car is just barely starting to get warm.
Our community would wish to just have your struggles.
No, and I really resonate with the last point you brought up, Anna, because that happened to me when I turned 18. I grew up in a poor household. We were on welfare for a few years, and it wasn't until I was like 14 or 15 that changes started happening in the tribe and our life started getting better. But once I turned 18, I didn't know how to handle that kind of money. I literally thought I would never run out of money. And I
tried to help you.
I know. Mom tried to help me. Everybody tried to help me. I accused them of trying to steal my money. I told them they weren't looking out for my best interests. I know the best way to handle my life, and I wasted it all. Just completely destroyed the chance that I was given, and I've been working for like 10 years to try to build myself back up to that point. And the only silver lining is that by losing it all, I learned how to lose it all. I went through that experience, and now I can take that wisdom and do better in the future. But man, I wish I had a second chance at that.
I think a lot of folks wish they had a second chance at that.
Yeah. This is the Puyallup Native Radio Program. What started as a little experiment turned into a music monster. What? Now grab your nets and let's go fishing.